Well, hello again, everyone. It's Cowboy Star coming back at you. That's right, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Well, I got an update on who's going to play and who's not going to be able to play this week. As you know, it seems like every week we have one guy out with COVID. But Randy Gregory, he will be back. He is back at practice, and he will be eligible to play in the game. He's back from the COVID list. But guess what? Keanu Neal is out with the COVID, so he is not going to be able to play in this game unless a miracle, something short of a miracle happens. Which, thank God, we're deep at linebacker. So, of course, we could always also use him at safety, but I don't think that's going to affect us too much. I mean, Keanu Neal's a good player, but we can do without him for 1 week. And see, other players, Dorrance Armstrong is out with a hamstring. Carlos Watkins won't play. I think he's dealing with an ankle. Of course, Michael Gallup is going to be out for several more weeks. And Amari Cooper was limited, but he is going to play in the game. So thank God he will be there. It would be bad if two of our three starting wide receivers weren't able to play. But in other news, we signed a player to the practice squad, cornerback Holton Hill, former Texas Longhorn, former Minnesota Viking cornerback. Don't know much about this cat. The only thing I can assume is that he is going to be depth in case somebody gets COVID or gets injured, but he is on the practice squad. He was with the Cowboys also in camp for a cup of coffee, but he wasn't in shape at the time, and the Cowboys just released him. So they're giving him another shot. Holton Hill is now a Cowboy for the time being. We don't know how long he's going to be with us. Whoopee, right? A practice squad cornerback, just what we needed when there's Richard Sherman is out there who could really contribute to the team. So why in the world, it mystifies me why they haven't went after him, unless he's just wanting a boatload of money, which I don't think he would at this time with all the legal problems he's got going on. But you never know. I mean, Jerry Jones is funny about signing high velocity players, that are in the news. So, but talking about the game the other night, I mean, we won. It was kind of an ugly win, but folks, we still got a lot of work to do. I mean, I was pretty impressed with Terrence Steele. He held up his end of the deal, filling in for Bonehead Collins. So, maybe that's a bright spot. We're still not getting any pressure, so to speak, on the quarterback. We only had one sack by Micah Parsons, which was one hell of a sack. Man, he was putting the pressure on their quarterback, Herbert. So, but we play the Philadelphia Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, on Monday Night Football this week. Man, I would love to just go for them to come into our stadium and us just blow them out. Man, I can't stand Philadelphia Eagles. And we better win that game, because if we don't, we're never going to live that down against the Eagles. All the trolls will be out after all the YouTubers and fans of the Cowboys. But we've got a better offense. I feel like we've got way better personnel than they do. They do have better corners than we do, so that might hamper us a little bit. But I hope we can get our running game going. We got that two-headed monster with Zeke Elliott and number 20, Tony Pollard, who really had a good game against the Chargers. I think he rushed for 109 yards and Zeke rushed for 71. A lot of people are pushing for Pollard to be the starter because he's quicker and got a little more breakaway speed. But I'm still sticking with Zeke. I mean, Zeke, he's an all-purpose back and he can do it all. But his his blocking is probably one of his biggest assets as a Cowboy. I mean, he's a damn good blocker, and if it wasn't for him doing all the blocking that he did in that last game, we probably wouldn't have won because he picked up a lot of blitzes and kept Dak from getting smashed. So Tony Pollard, he's a good little back, but he's a good little change of pace. But let's don't get out the anointing oil quite yet, as Bill Parcells used to say. Every time a player, they start praising a player, he'd say, hey, let's don't get the anointing oil out. He's not a saint yet. So anyway, but the Cowboys, we're in a good position right now. We're 1-1. It just seems to me like we're just missing a couple of little small pieces on defense to kind of get us over the hump. Stephen Jones says he's in player acquisition 365 days a year, but doesn't seem like they're going after any high-profile players. It's all these players that are trying to get back on top, like Malik Hooker and Diamante KZ and players like that, Keanu O'Neal. We did pick up a few free agents, and they're helping us out, but remains to be seen if they can last for the whole test of the season. We got 3 or 4 games here coming up that we ought to be able to win for sure. So I'm just hoping that the Cowboys come out hot when we play Monday night. I think it's going to be a big night. There's going to be some Cowboy dignitaries in the building. I believe one Jimmy Johnson is going to be present. I think Troy Aikman and Michael Irvin is supposed to be there. So it's about time they put Jimmy in the Ring of Honor, don't y'all think? I think he's overdue, man. If it wasn't for Jimmy Johnson, we would have got them 3 Super Bowls. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It sure helps out. A lot of y'all have subscribed, and I do appreciate that. But you know how we do around here. Anytime news breaks about the Dallas Cowboys, y'all are the first ones to know, because if you're tuned in to Cowboy Star, I'll keep you informed if something else comes down the pike. With that being said, let's get after the Eagles Monday night and see if we can do some damage. We'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.